Hi friends, I'm Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would like to invite you along for the ride. I'm catching up on music that I may have missed over the years, and whilst I've consumed a lot, I haven't consumed it all, so I wanted to share my finds with you on this channel. Please like and subscribe if you like the sound of that. I am going through Sleeptoken's rabbit hole and it is deep, dark. We're kind of going through emo vibes at the moment. There are feelings of sadness about a relationship that hasn't quite transpired the way Vessel would have liked, I feel. I've literally just recorded Levitate and I felt really sad. It's almost like this, it's not quite accepting, but this acknowledging of the fact that it hasn't worked out, and there was this desperation to just feel something reciprocated, pretending to live in the past or pretending that things are okay when they're not. It's just so difficult. There are emblems in each of the tracks that were released on the Sundowning album, which is what we're going through at the moment, and this one is track 4. It's Dark Signs. They've got a visualizer for this one as well, just like all the others. We will go through it. I'll look at the emblem and see what that makes me think or feel. I haven't caught this one yet, so it'll be interesting to see. I wonder if they'll do it in the style of the last one, where they have half the picture as the emblem and half with visuals as well, and then some in the background. I'll explain that in a sec, or you'll see that in a sec. Either way, I'm excited to go further down this album and see where it goes. But so far, yes, it's been increasingly quite sad. All right, it's 4 minutes 28. I've got the lyrics in front of me as well, have I? Let me just... Yep. Okay, they are in front of me now. Okay, here we go. Interesting.
Where I was raised, there wasn't no street lights, just pitch black and passing headlights. Where we met, there must have been dark signs, omens in your skies. Most days you reach for safety, remain calm, forget that you know me. When we met, I could see dark signs, alarm bells in your eyes. And I miss the man I was, the moment we left off.
just fades out like that. That's okay. Dark signs are for sure red flags. They have to be. That is basically saying the red flags were there the whole time. There's a different sound to this. I know everything sounds different, right? But this feels like, you know, the stages of grief or the stages of whatever, the stages of going through a breakup. There's this upset, sadness, frustration, anxiety, anger. This feels like there's a new feeling has come in, and also like this realization of time wasted, perhaps, or that there's a lesson that I should have learned here, or we could see this coming and yet I still endured. Like there's oh my goodness. It definitely feels different, and it feels less awfully sad, more matter of fact, trying to make sense of what has happened. You know, there was, I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been on EP2. There was one talking about, he was asking who hurt you or who caused this trauma for you to be so cold. Could he have created some of those red flags? Could something have happened for him to be one of those who hurt her? Could be a bit far-fetched. Anyway, let's go through it properly, the lyrics, because there's a lot of lyrics that have already gone from my memory, but for sure it feels like dark signs, omens, alarm bells. Wow. Not sure what the jellyfish symbolize. I might have a look at that. Also the symbol, the emblem looks, I think there's a few things we could probably look at with that. There's some familiarity with some of the other symbols as well that have been merged in there, I think. Okay. It feels dark and not sad. Maybe a little bit of anger, contempt for what has been lost. Does talk about losing yourself as well. The symbol then, there's the sun going down almost. That looks like the sun going down, maybe the sun going down on a relationship, the end, signifying the end. There's an arrow pointing down. Is that just down? Feeling low. These things, there were 3 of them before, there's only now 2. They're at the bottom. The triangle that was the other way around is now upside down. I don't know what this is. Does anything, could that symbol red flags? Is that a flag? It's pink. The pink jellyfish. I don't know if that... the sting. Oh, the sting of the... something that looks so beautiful, pretty, ethereal has a sting to it. Much like the jellyfish. Also like the relationship. Big brain. That's probably really obvious, but for me, might have taken a while. Okay, I understand that could be an interpretation, and I'm going to go with that. Okay, good.
Where I was raised, there wasn't no street lights. Just pitch black and passing headlights. Where we met, there must have been dark signs, omens in your skies.
It does feel unsettling. It's a steady beat. It's not nervous, it's not anxious, it's not panicky like some of the others were, at least in this part. I don't think it gets like that either. I think the whole way through it's quite steady. From memory, it's hard when you're trying to process so many things at once. At least for now, it's quite steady paced. The lyrics... where I was raised, there were no street lights. I was raised in darkness. I was raised in a... I had a bad upbringing. Perhaps this does signify something not good from him. Saying there's a reason for this. Some people that don't have the nurturing when they're growing up, they don't have the guidance, the bright lights, the street lights, the positive influences, they can be led down a bad road. They can learn bad habits, bad ways of being with people. It's a lot to decipher from one line, but that could be admitting I didn't have all the guidance I should have done. Just pitch black and passing headlights. I think again, seeing like really signifying there was nothing. There was glimpses of good, passing headlights, but that was it. Where we met, there must have been dark signs. There must have been red flags where we met. Omens in your skies. Omens. Can omens be good as well? There's certainly signs. I know bad omens are not good. For sure. Oh, pardon me. For sure. I can't film that again. I can't edit that out. I'm so sorry. My body is weird. Anyway. Yeah. There are bad signs, there are red flags, bad omens. Omens in your skies. Bad signs that you saw from me. I saw bad omens in your skies. I think this is more about him. I think this is more about him because also I've just looked at the next part, and I think that might be talking about him, the next part. But I think this one's talking about what she might have seen from her perspective of him. I haven't explained that very well, but anyway, okay.
In your skies, Most days you reach for safety. Remain calm, forget that you know me. When we met, I could see dark signs, alarm bells in your eyes. And
honestly, who knows what from whose perspective it is, but here, most days you reach for safety, remain calm, forget that you know me. If in fact he has done something bad and has created some sort of toxicity in their relationship, if she has had to cut him off for her own safety, if he was maybe too intense that it became harmful, there were feelings of sadomasochism earlier. Perhaps she is doing it for her own safety. Remain calm, forget that you know me, trying to block that out and starting a clean slate because he is no good for her, because he has done something really bad. Perhaps. And maybe he was living in such a dream world or pretending that everything was good when it wasn't. And it could have been of his own doing. I don't know if that's so far off. It's times like these where I really love thinking about how I see this. But there's a part of me that really wants to just look on the internet and see it. But I have to stay true to myself. I don't want to look until I've deciphered what I'm going through or what I'm thinking. And a lot of the time it is open to interpretation. There are a lot of people that will be like, no, it's this. And it's fine if there are clearer signs to other things. But I think there is nothing wrong with looking at it ourselves. And whilst I doubt myself a lot, this is part of why I'm having so much fun, because I have no bloody clue. So but they are articulating things in a way that is easy or that is impossible to interpret, at least I think so. But yeah, remain calm, forget that you know me. And when we met, I could see dark signs. But he says alarm bells in your eyes. So I could see that you were worried. Perhaps he did something intense that she was like, oh my God, this is dangerous, or this isn't for me. And perhaps he could see that, but he was so infatuated with her that he chose to ignore that. And perhaps carried on as he was without making any changes that led to the ultimate demise of the relationship. Perhaps.
I can see dark signs, alarm bells in your eyes. And I miss the man I was, the moment we left off. And I hate who I have become. Every time I wake up. And if you saw,
There's so much in that. There's so much. The vocals sound heavenly. I really like how they do those harmonies. It sounds like a choir. It's him taking a step back and thinking about this. I miss the man I was. The moment we left off, it's almost saying I lost myself immediately. This wasn't me. This was out of character, and whatever happened, he became this person that he wasn't, due to how intense he felt. Maybe. But it does say the moment we left off, so he almost instantly lost himself, or he misses the old him. And he hates who he has become. And he says, every time I wake up, I'm waking up from this bad dream, this nightmare. When I sleep, I feel like I'm forgetting all of that. I feel like I'm living in a dream world. But actually, when I wake up, I realize how bad this is, how toxic this is. Even that is a red flag in itself. And something happened for the relationship to influence that, I would say. But they went through it. He went through all the motions, surely knowing this was the case, or this was going to be the case, or that it wasn't good. This next part, oh my god, so there's a lot to unpack in the next part as well. I love how dark it sounds. It really, the audio really goes well and complements the lyrics and the theme. Dark signs. I love how sinister and reflective it feels, from a point of like, this was rubbish, wasn't it? This was bad. We should have seen this coming. I should have seen this coming. I miss how I used to be, and this is what caused that.
Every time I wake up, and if you saw the marks on my dashboard, the new scars that I didn't ask for, would you call asking for answers? Tear my arms off.
It almost feels like it's toxic behavior. He is being destructive, hurting himself, and hoping for sympathy, I think. If you saw the marks on my dashboard, the new scars I didn't ask for, is this him causing disruption, causing, in his fits of anger, in his difficulty in managing his anger, his temper, he has created marks on the dashboard. That I imagine that as a car. He's either created the marks with his own body, or he's driven into something. There's like a car crash, metaphorical for the situation, maybe. Almost like someone punching a wall. If you saw that, what I left in that wall, with how whatever happened, would you care, is what it's saying. New scars I didn't ask for, would you call asking for answers? It's kind of saying, would you care if you knew? Maybe. And then it follows with tear my arms off. Like if he literally tore his arms off, is that far-fetched? It feels like he's looking for sympathy, but also it's quite where he says the new scars that I didn't ask for. I mean, no one wanted this damage. No one wanted it to go this far before the realization of, you know what, we should have packed this in a long time ago. Perhaps it is a result of the ongoing phases that he's gone through. I also have to go back because I'm so sorry. The bit where he said, I miss the man I was the moment we left off. I hate who I've become every time I wake up. There's background vocals and lyrics that I couldn't quite make out, and I can read those now. I won't break and bend to my basic need to be loved and close to somebody. I won't break and bend to my basic need to be loved and close to somebody. He says that 4 times between each line. I miss the man I was the moment we left off. I hate who I've become every time I wake up. I just want to hear that.
The marks on my dashboard.
Sorry.
And I hate who I have become. Every time I wake up.
So, I won't break and bend to my basic need to be loved and close to somebody. Is it I won't lose myself? I deserve to be loved and close to somebody, but I won't lose my morals. I won't. If so, then has he in fact done something bad, or is it her? Is it someone else? I don't know. Is he saying that's her perspective? I won't break and bend to my basic need to be loved and close to somebody. Either way, it feels like it's saying I shouldn't lose myself. I won't lose myself for this basic need. Struggling with that part, but I think it's hard to explain.
Would you call asking for answers?
I like this bit.
Tear my arms off.
It's still quite steady, but there's a fair bit more added to it. We've got the backing vocal sound. We've got the drum, faster paced drum. It's a bit of a higher intensity, but it doesn't feel panicky. It's still got that calming beat in the background.
Most days you reach for safety. Remain calm, forget you know me. No, when we met, I could see dark signs. Alarm bell in your eyes, and I miss the man I was. The moment we left
And some
every time I wake up. And I miss the man.
what was that? That was really cool. I don't know what that sound was, but I liked it. I enjoyed that a lot.
And I miss the man I was. The moment we left. And I hate who I have become. Every time I wake up.
So it's that callback to the first verse, the end of the first verse. When we met, I could see dark signs. And there's repetition of that. There's also repetition of the chorus. Miss the man I was the moment we left off. I hate who I've become. Every time I wake up. I won't break in bed. My basic need to be loved and close to somebody. When we met, I could see dark signs. It's just that reiteration. These were bad, toxic signs. I accidentally, I don't know what I did earlier. I've done it again. I clicked in the wrong screen and something popped up that I absolutely didn't need. Okay. Then the sounds change throughout, of course. Still steady. And another fade out. I think the fade outs give it that extra feeling of something fading away because it's doing that audibly. So that's cool. Yeah, it feels like a song realizing the bad signs, realizing it was toxic, hating who he's become, missing his old self. And there was a hint that she, where was it? Reaches for safety, remains calm, forgets that she knows him. That felt like he is at least partially to blame for whatever happened. And for sure, when we met, I could see dark signs. There were red flags from the beginning. Dark signs. That was really cool, really enjoyable. I worry that going through an album, there might be one where I'm like, meh, didn't like that one as much. So far, so good. We're only on track 4. We got a few more to go, and then we're going to be going through all the other albums. I will be posting the rest of these on Patreon, and I've posted a ton already. So if you can't wait and you do want to become a VIP member and support the channel, the stream, then it's over on my Patreon. But no pressure at all, because I don't want anyone feeling like they have to spend any money. This will all come out to YouTube. There's nothing that's going to be withheld. I will be sharing them. I'm just sharing them at a slower pace on YouTube so that I can space things out a bit. But if you absolutely can't wait, everything's going on Patreon first. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching all this way through. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you for the next one very soon. Take care. See you soon, I hope. Bye bye.